So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to say probably sounds like a lie, right? Because I've been saying this every week, like, this is the best eShop sale I've ever seen. And then it happened again. And then it happened again. So, you know, I don't even want to say that. I'm just going to let these sales speak for themselves. We have Switch and Switch 2 games, both digital and physical. Also some hidden gems thrown in. Yeah, this is one of those sales you don't want to miss. I'm talking about some of the best sales I've ever seen. So let's go and get right into this video. I know, I say this every week, but is this a bad thing to say every week? That is a question that I ask you. That we have too many good sales. Too often? What kind of world do you want to live in if that's not what you want? I know, I'm going on a tangent here, so let me just bring it back by giving away a Nintendo eShop gift card. Pretty cool stuff, I know. It's pretty cool in my opinion. But, boom, another winner of a Nintendo eShop gift card. Yeah, we do this every single week. If you'd like to have the same opportunity every single week, all you have to do is like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter or both of those, and support the community as much as you can, and I will always give back as much as I can. But yeah, now let's go and get right into these deals. The first game I'm talking about is technically games, and that is UFO 50. This is currently on sale for $18.74. That is 25% off on the eShop, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. Now, the reason why I said this is technically games, because you explore a collection of 50 single and multiplayer games that span a variety of genres, from platformers and shoot 'em ups to puzzle games, roguelites, and RPGs. As you journey through the library, make connections, and learn more about UFO Soft, the fictional 80s company behind the games. This is just one of the best things I think you could possibly own on the Switch or Switch 2. And this collection is awesome. I'm talking about over 125 hours of games to beat. Now I also have to mention Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. This is currently on sale for $4.99, and that is 75% off on the eShop. And this just checks off every box for the term masterpiece. It is dreamlike, it is charming, it is endearing, it's got great platforming, just great characters to, learn and explore, and the world is amazing and vibrant. And this and the sequel, they're both on sale right now, but if you've never played them, I would just start with this one and then go to the next one. These are games that I didn't really like at first, and I'm not really sure why. Then I bought both of the games on the collection, tried replaying them, and now I'm absolutely in love with these, so I cannot recommend this or the sequel enough. Now quickly, a word from our sponsor. So today's sponsor is an amazing website called jpfans.com, or just jpfans. This is honestly the coolest service ever, especially as a fan of gaming, trading cards like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, etc., anime figures, and everything in between. On JP Fans, you can search up stuff like Switch and Switch 2 games and find them for super cheap prices and get them directly from Japan. And items in Japan are often half the price or less than they are here in America and other countries. Once you purchase your items, they will send them to a warehouse. And once they're at that warehouse, they'll actually inspect the items to make sure it looks like the picture or it looks like what the description said. And that is just amazing. I know, this sounds too good to be true, and I thought the same thing. So I purchased an Ocarina of Time amiibo, as well as Kirby and the Forgotten Land for the Switch. And after a few weeks, these showed up at my doorstep in perfect condition. So to get started right now, go to the description of this video, click the link to sign up, and they will give you some really awesome coupons. I'm talking about 50% off any item on Mercari, which is crazy. Then a bunch of other coupons for shipping. And then, what are you doing? Get started right away. We also have SPYRO Reignited Trilogy for $9.99. That is 75% off on the eShop, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. And again, this is actually technically a collection of games because you're getting the first 3 SPYRO games remastered. And this is one of those collections I would argue that everybody should own. There's actually a second collection I would argue everybody should own, and we'll actually talk about that later in the video. But it is phenomenal, right? I grew up playing these on the PlayStation 1. I thought they were great then. As far as remastering games or collections goes, this is one of the best. This is something that I play all the time. And I just actually realized that I don't have it currently downloaded on my Switch 2. I must have deleted it for some reason. So I need to re-download this because I've actually never beat all of these games. and that's something I would like to do, and that's something you can do for only $10. We also have Hogwarts Legacy currently on sale for $8.99, and that is 85% off on the eShop. So I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record here, because every time I mention this game, I also mention that I beat it on the Switch. And I just can't believe that I did that, man, because the quality is, it's something, well, it's something, right? But I did enjoy it. But, you know, on the Switch too, it is a night and day difference. And if you buy the Switch version, download it, then open it up on your Switch 2, you can pay $10 and get the Switch 2 version, right? So you can get the Switch 2 version technically for 19 bucks, and it is phenomenal. It is one of the best open world RPGs we have on the Switch. Even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, if you like fantasy stuff and magic, you're gonna fall in love with this game. I've beat the game now on the Switch and the Switch 2, and I'm not even kidding, I could start a new playthrough right now. So a game, I guess, or it's a collection, I don't know what you want to call it, but this is actually the most recent game that I beat, is LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is currently on sale for $11.99, and that is 80% off the full price. So is this the greatest LEGO game of all time? I don't think so. And is it the best Star Wars game of all time? No. But I had a blast playing this, man. I could not stop playing it. I bought the collection on sale for really cheap. I think I even bought the deluxe version, which there's no point to it because I don't even know if it added anything to the game. But I bought this and I thought, you know, this is something I'll play periodically, 20-30 minutes here at a time. I started playing it and I beat the entire thing in a week. It goes through all 9 Star Wars movies. And then there's all these side quests and all these other things to explore. And then it's also kind of an RPG because you can level up pretty much every aspect of it, including the ships and the characters and the powers. And yeah, man, this is a treat, especially for $12. We also have CUPHEAD and the delicious Last Course, which I believe is a DLC, on sale for $16.19. That is 40% off on the eShop. And again, the lowest price this has ever been. CUPHEAD is amazing. I think it's fantastic. I have the game, I've had it for a long time, and I've never beat it. You know what, maybe I should just make a list of all the games I've never beat because they were too difficult, and just try to beat them finally, because yeah, this game is pretty difficult. But if that's your kind of thing, you know, if you're into that, then this is exactly what you're looking for. And I can't speak from experience, I never played the DLC, but I did hear it was pretty good, and I think it reviewed well. So if you're interested in CUPHEAD, you might as well get like the complete package, right? For only $16. We have YAKUZA KIWAMI currently on sale for $11.99. That is 40% off on the eShop, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. This is actually the very first Yakuza game I ever played, and I wasn't really expecting much. You know, I know the series was beloved, but I wasn't really expecting much. And now I'm a huge Yakuza fan, right? That's all it takes is one of the games to get you into the series, and this is a fantastic game to get you into the series. You know, if you know what Yakuza is, there's nothing I can really explain to you, but it has a great story, great gameplay, great like side quest or mini games or like all these weird activities you do as well. Japan looks phenomenal in the game. It makes you like want to go visit there because it looks so real. And yeah, for 12 bucks, man, this one is a no-brainer. So in this eShop sale, we're talking about a lot of bundles, and that's a great way to save money because we also have the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition and Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition for the Nintendo Switch 2, right? Both Switch 2 versions on the eShop in a bundle for $53.99. That is 40% off the full price, and this is the lowest price this has ever been, and that is truly a fantastic bundle. I bought Fallout 4 for $60. And I loved every second of it. It's one of my favorite experiences on the Switch 2 entirely. That was 60 bucks. You're getting both of these games for $54. And at that price range, I can't recommend this enough, right? If you've never played Fallout 4 or Skyrim, and if you're into like adventure games like The Witcher or Zelda, or even great first-person shooters and just RPGs, just if you're into great adventure games, story games, one-player narrative adventures that just have a million options and a million ways to play them, you could not go wrong with this. We also have Human Fall Flat on sale currently for $5.99 for both the Switch or Nintendo Switch 2, and that is 70% off on the eShop. So I remember playing this game like a long time ago on the Switch and thought it was kind of goofy but pretty fun. But the main reason I'm mentioning it here is it has an official Switch 2 edition, and in the Switch 2 edition features, it includes a bunch of additional levels. It also has game share, so as long as you have one copy, you can play with other people with just one copy. It also has game chat. It has improved performance with higher frame rates and resolution, and it also supports mouse controls. And this game is probably a really unique way to use mouse controls, so I actually might pick this up myself just to mess around with mouse controls and use the mouse controls, because I never use them. Now let's talk about Wild Hearts S, which is currently on sale for the Switch 2 for $19.99. That is 60% off on the eShop, and again, the lowest price this game has ever been. That's what I'm saying, man. I was not kidding when I said this is one of the best sales I've ever seen, but I keep saying that every week, but the sales just keep getting better and better. But hey, I'm not one to complain. As a hunter, you will face off against beasts that have endured the blazing lava, raging blizzards, and rising magma plaguing the harsh lands of the Azuma. These beasts, known as kimono, embody the very essence of nature and all its beauty and ferocity. The key to surviving the fight lies in joining forces with comrades and wielding karakuri technology. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure this was a launch game for the Switch 2, and I think it reviewed pretty well on the Switch 2, right? This is from Koei Tecmo. They always do a pretty good job, and you're able to pick up this game right now for only $20. So I'm actually starting to laugh here because I didn't realize like how many bundles and collections I put together in this video. But we also have the Disney Afternoon Collection on sale for the Switch or Nintendo Switch 2 for $15.99. That is 20% off on the eShop, and again, the lowest price this has ever been. I absolutely love all these old licensed games. Like one of the hugest fans of them, right? They even announced like a Toy Story collection is coming in October. I cannot wait for that. But the Disney collection is so nostalgic to me because not only did I play these games, but I think they hold up incredibly well. And what's really cool is if you're picking this up on the Switch or Switch 2, it also comes with 2 extra games in the collections. So you get a total of 8 games, including DuckTales, DuckTales 2, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers 2, Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck. And this is also the very first time that Goof Troop and Bonkers have been re-released anywhere. It has a bunch of stuff packed into it, rewind features, a music player, a gallery mode, a boss rush mode, and much more. So this is a fantastic collection to pick up. We also have EA Sports FC 26, the World's Game Edition, which I'm gonna assume is like the big bundle Ultimate Edition or something. This is on sale for 2 different prices on the eShop. For the Switch, it's $13.99. For the Switch 2, it's $15.99. That's 80% off the full price and the lowest price this game has ever been. And I'm not even kidding. I just bought this game because I needed to capture some footage for like a upcoming sponsored video. And I play this every single day now. And I'm not lying. You know, if you're one of my Switch 2 friends, you'll probably see me popping over on FC 26 all the time. I'm not very good at it, but it is so addicting. And in my opinion, it might be the best sports port on the Switch 2. And I know all the ports are pretty good so far, but I was so impressed with the quality of this. And you know, we have the World Cup coming up. So this is actually the perfect time to jump into this, because you'll probably have a lot of fun, because I'm having a lot of fun and I don't know anything about soccer. Now it's time to talk about another bundle. We have Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy physically for the Nintendo Switch at Best Buy for $20.99, and that is 48% off the full price. Again, this is a remastered collection of the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games. Earlier in the video, I said I think the Spyro trilogy is something I could argue that everybody who owns a Switch or Switch 2 needs to own. And I said later in the video, we'll talk about another one, and this is that other one. Like the Spyro trilogy and the Crash trilogy, in my opinion, are 10 out of 10 perfect remasters. They are so fun. I own both of them. Crash is a game that surprises me though, because when I was younger, I just had fun playing it, but playing it as an adult, I did not realize how damn hard these games are sometimes. They are so difficult, like out of nowhere, but so fun to play. And in my opinion, they're just timeless. We also have Luigi's Mansion 2 HD currently on sale physically at Woot for the Nintendo Switch for $44.99, and that is 25% off the full price. And I was actually playing Luigi's Mansion 2 like 2 days ago because I just got a new copy of this game. And on the Switch 2 with the boost mode, it looks so damn good. Like I always said, Luigi's Mansion 3 is a top 3 Switch game in terms of gameplay and just how fun it is, but also graphics. I think it's just one of the most graphically impressive games. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD on the Switch 2 it looks just, I don't know. I don't even know how good it looks. It just looks good. That's all you need to know. In my opinion, it's actually a little bit harder than Luigi's Mansion 3. Or maybe I'm just not good at video games anymore. But I kept dying like randomly. So if you like Luigi's Mansion 3 and never played 2, this is your chance to pick it up cheap. We also have CRONOS The New Dawn currently on sale at Amazon physically for the Switch 2 for $27.90. That is 53% off the full price, and I think this is the lowest price this has ever been. This game is phenomenal. Oh yeah, before I forget, this is also a game key card. So even though it's physical, it's a game key card, but I always like to give you guys that information in case you're opposed to game key cards, which I do understand. But this game is so damn good. It's one of the best action survival horror games I've ever played. It's one of the best Switch 2 ports that is currently flying under the radar because so many games have came out since this game has came out. So yeah, if you're looking for something different to play or just a fantastic port on the Switch 2 for less than 30 bucks, man, again, this one is a no-brainer. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Because your opinion matters most. So in the comments below, let me know what sales you're picking up, any games you're playing, any sales I missed. Just start a conversation. And if you made it to this part of the video, if you could do me a favor, hit a like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and consider becoming a channel member. I'm trying to hurry up because my SD card is running out. So yeah, I will see you guys soon with a new video. Peace.